All right, guys, it is Friday here, ready to get moving. Sun is shining. Had a lot of questions come in the last couple of weeks. So one of the big ones is, how do I stay cool in this crazy temperature? Well, I'm not a hot weather person. I've never really enjoyed hot weather. I do enjoy sunshine. I don't enjoy the death rays that we get here. Really the only place to be when it's hot is inside in the AC. And you can never get your house anywhere near as cool as what you can in the States anyway, or at the beach during the summer here. So it's hot here. I don't know what it is today, but I posted a photo the other day online. My thermometer was pegged at 52 Celsius, 54 Celsius. It was pegged way past 135 Fahrenheit. And I know that people commented, hey, but you're supposed to take the temperature in the shade, not the sun. That would be great, but we don't have shade in Cyprus. I have no idea where these people are taking this mystical shade temperature, because the only place that you have shade in Cyprus is inside your house, which is actually fairly accurate, because if they're saying it's 28 C outside, it's legitimately 27, 28 inside my house. But I'm here in the gym. We've got tall ceilings. That's 11, 12 foot on that side. That's about 9 foot on that side. Concrete floor. It's a solid meter and a half off the ground. Concrete walls. So everything here is built to protect us from the heat. But when that's not enough, and I think I've got 5 fans in this small room, and I need to add at least 2 more. One more for this room that can go inside, outside, and one more for the back room so it can be actually usable in the summer. Another few weeks and you will not be able to go back there at all. It will be way too dangerous just to go back there and stand for a few minutes. So the fans help a ton. The sea is right there, so we normally have a decent breeze coming in off the sea. But I think cold iced beverages is a very big key, and I always have a cooler with me. Yeah, always. So let me walk you through my cooler. All right, this is basically what I have in the summertime. I'm a big sodium fan. I almost always have this here. I'll have a half tablespoon or so of this before training. I get a lot of criticism about doing that, but you need the sodium. I need the sodium. We're sweating like crazy here, not like normal, like crazy. And I need some way to hold on to as much water and fluids as possible. So if you're getting dehydrated and you're not eating a ton of sodium, maybe that's why. I'm not saying you should do it all the time, but if you're getting dehydrated and you're sweating like crazy, consider. You'll drink a bunch of Gatorade with sodium in it, but you won't just have sodium. In the cool bag, and I start preparing this the night before, this is what I drank on the way here. I had about half of that. It's got ice in it. What else? It's got multivitamin in there, a little bit of carb powder, some orange juice, cranberry juice, water, maybe some coconut water as well. I drank that, whatever I could on the way here, and I'll put that back in here. It's my pre-workout. It's got my 1 scoop in here, some carb powder, electrolytes. See, that's nice and frozen. Hoping you can see that. But that's pretty well frozen. And that way I can start drinking on that as soon as I park the car. Hold on. Keeping me cool from the inside. I've got half frozen water, ice packs, half frozen apple juice. I had the rest of my cranberry juice at home. More ice packs that are melting by the minute. Mars bars, in case I get hungry. They seem to be the chocolate bar that bothers my stomach the least. This I keep in the bottom of my freezer. I filled it halfway with water last night and froze it. It's melting rapidly even through the cool box. And then I've got another cool bag in here with an ice pack and 2 of these, half with water for, well, this is already melting as well, with a little bit of juice, a little bit of carbs, maybe some BCAAs. So what I'll just try to do, man, if I shortchanged myself on water today, I'll try to do is knock out my pre-workout, then I'll start going through this, and I've got the water, the apple juice, the more water, and these other 2 drinks. Always drinking something cold, trying to stay cool from the inside out, and never leave home without the stuff. Once you start getting too hot, once you start getting dehydrated, it's too late. It's hard to recover. It'll screw up the rest of your week. So that's what I do. Prep starts every night. All right, somebody asked me the other day about cupping and whether I thought it was a good thing. Cupping is one of those things that, you know, you see it all the time. You know what it is. Google search it or Insta search it, whatever. I've wanted to try for a long time, but I'm kind of in between one of those. Do I buy like the $5 one from Amazon? Do I buy the $35 one, or do I buy the $300 one or $100 one, whatever? Because I hate to buy the one that's $5 and it's crap, and then I hate to spend $100 and something on something and I really didn't need it or didn't even like it. So I didn't get any of them. And Graham Hicks was here when Graham Hicks came to train. He pulled out one, and I showed great interest, and he actually gave me his. And I thought it was kind of ridiculous. And he kind of showed me how he used it, and it's become a staple in my recovery. I use this thing almost every day. I use it on myself. I use this on my wife at the last weightlifting competition. She's got some issues going on with a trap when she's making the turnover. Actually, it's not so much the turnover on the snatch or the clean, but we train at home and you can't drop the weights at home. So she's doing a heavy clean or a heavy snatch, and she has to drop it back down, and she's getting some shoulder issues from that. So I was actually able to use this on her upper back and trap to release a lot of that pressure, and it didn't kill me having to massage. So let me give you a basic idea of what I do. I've got some hot creams that I use as well, primarily on my back. I've got the Voltaren in Greek gel. I don't know what you guys call it, diclofenac. I use that because the consistency is nice, to be honest. I use a lot of my biceps. My biceps have been sore recently, not a painful tendonitis sore, but I've been doing a ton of lats and rows, if you're watching my videos, and they've just been a little bit sore, and I don't want to end up pulling them or tearing them on a deadlift or anything else. And I want every muscle to recover. So what I've been doing is I just kind of cover the area a little bit. Shoulders are sore too. And I will just sort of rub this in with this thing, stick it in, let it grab on. Now, I don't leave it there like, I guess what most people are doing is they want to leave it there and let it suck and suck and suck and just leave it there for like 10 minutes till they get a bruise. I honestly don't see the point in that, because I never get that exact, some like the exact spot that I want to hit. Because I'm sore here, but I'm also sore a half a millimeter this way and that way and that way and that way. So why would I just leave it here? I honestly don't get that. So I get a little bit of attention and just move it like that. Keep it moving. This is basically the opposite of compression. You know, if you're doing something with compression wrap or something like that, this is the opposite. See, it's getting red. Hoping you can see that. It's pulling the blood to the surface, but it's not compression doing it. It's reverse. It's pulling it this way. So I don't know what it does. I know that it helps me recover a little bit. I need something smaller for the forearm because my forearms are smaller. Doesn't want to stick as well. So I keep, you have to keep doing it sucks. You have to keep sucking. And I just go over any area that is sore. Great for the shoulders to get that delt soreness, or man, that front delt soreness. If you're doing a contest and you just finished pressing and you have to pull after that, sometimes that shoulder tightness can pull down on that bicep, cause a bicep tear. A little bit of free information for you right there. This feels absolutely wonderful. Requires very little effort. You see how red I'm getting? You know, that's friction. That's it's doing stuff, massage. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but almost no effort from me. I'm not having to dig, I'm not having to push, I'm not having to wrap, I'm not breaking a sweat. So very little effort for a little bit of progress is a good thing. Now, one other thing that I want to show you guys, see how red I'm getting? One of the things that I want to show you guys is with the cupping, it's very similar to scraping. I can actually hear and feel where it sounds like there's little rocks going in the bottom of my bicep. And in my opinion, that's a sign that a tear could be on the way, or it's at least not recovered. So I've got another microphone here. Let me see if I can turn the volume up a little bit. I don't know if I can overlay much of the sound here. I don't know how well it's going to turn out. Put up to 75 and hit record. All right, 1, 2, 3, and go. Let's see if that's on. I'm gonna lay this here next to my arm, and I'm just gonna try to be quiet. I'm gonna try to roll this and see if you can hear anything. All right, I'm gonna do the other arm just in case. I've already done that arm once today, so I'm gonna go ahead and see, because I don't think you could hear very much on that. I could hear it up near the top, and I actually got a small little bruise where it was pulling the blood up, and that's where I think all the crap is in the area, and that's the area I need to focus on. But this is one of the cheap ones. This is one of the five quid Grand Mix, called it a $5. So 5 pounds or so from Amazon or wherever he bought it. Let me see if I can get this thing to stick on, see if you guys can hear anything. Does not want to stick down here. I need a smaller one, I think, or a stronger one. I can still get some suction. I can still pull it, but I can't glide it near as easy. Right there, so a lot of times where that bicep tendonitis sets in, let it sit there for a few seconds, a couple minutes maybe. Glide. You can hear me pulling. I'm hoping you can hear the sound, what sounds like rocks inside, and that's me pulling, not pushing. But yeah, this is one of those things I use all the time at home, just sitting around watching TV. It requires little to no effort. You know, if you know me, I have some serious health issues, and it's not uncommon for me to have to take 5, 6, 7 injections of something per day just to be able to eat or to not have nausea. So I'm always sore. Got a little spot on my shoulder there that sometimes stays sore from an injection spot. So if I've got a sore spot or something swollen from an injection, I'll just leave it there for a minute. And I just kind of go around it like that. Because I think anytime I'm sore, I have a knot anywhere, or it sounds like there's rocks in my muscles, if I can get that out, I think I've decreased my chance of injury. It's my theory anyway. My kids love it too. They absolutely love it. Just walk up to them and just stick this on their chest or their back or their leg. And it looks totally cool. Obviously, it's cheap, and I want more. Oh, that's hard. I am going to take about 5 to 7 minutes, get the chains off, and get my air back. Having problems breathing. That's why you don't do housework before you go to the gym. I'm allergic to chlorine. I know I made a mistake cleaning with chlorine. My throat is starting to close up. I got a few hours at least before I got to get an injection. Maybe I can counteract it with a ton of fluids. Oh me! Take a break. Presticles are dead. Alright guys, I want you to look at this real quick. I think you guys are, actually most of the people that watch my videos are pretty intelligent and they're interested in either me designing their programming, how I design my programming, or how they can design their own programming. So watch this. I've got numbers all over the board here. But I went through bands, 207 plus Monster Minis, which were 100 pounds at the top, 562 speed work. Added a micro, didn't weigh that. Added a mini to the Monster Mini. It was 190 pounds of bands at the top. Calculate that out, 207, 190, 397 at the top. That number is important. I go through chains, again, same 207, 105 in chains. So it's a little more in chains, and I'm not as good at chains as I am as bands. 5 sets of 2 again. So I went dynamic effort, a little bit of max effort. Going through another round of dynamic effort. Added 125 in chains for a single, 140 in chains for a struggle single. So dynamic effort, max, dynamic effort, fairly max. That equals out to about 347, 50 pounds less than this right here. Wasn't the same intensity, but it was really freaking close. I didn't have much more. So now I'm going to straight weight, again beginning with the 207. Plans to work up to about 257, which is probably closer to 75%. Way higher than that right now. 2 sets of 3. And then if I can get 35 pounds of hanging chain on top of that, puts me at 292. That'll stick with the same strength curve drop of 397, 347, and somewhere around 292. So you guys see the correlation and the drop in the numbers there. With the dynamic effort and max efforts taken out of me. And the idea, I can get better at chains, get these two numbers a little bit closer, and then bring this number up to be a little bit closer to whatever I'm doing with chains as well. Hope that makes some kind of sense. Now let's do it. Wow. Oh. That was it, guys. Every wave that I did, I'm dropping about 50 pounds on my max effort. That'll tell me a lot about my conditioning. If I can bring up those numbers, then I can hit more sets, more reps at or above 85%. The hanging chains, not bad. Felt maybe a little harder than just regular chains. Moved a little bit, but all in all, everything felt pretty solid the way it was. So not bad at all. Yeah, a little bit harder than the regular chains, but not that much. I think if I was doing more reps, lighter bar weight, if I used like 2 plates for sets of 2s and 3s, I think it would definitely come more into play. If I used a plate and a half for sets of 5 to 6s to 8s, it would definitely come more into play with stability. But this is definitely a great variation to finish off the day. 293, made a correction there, I've got 258 on the bar, plus 35 in chains. It's not right, is it? Either way, you get the point. My brain's not working. I gotta take about 5 minutes, get some sugar in me, set up the incline, move on from there. All right, guys, you're watching this. Technique is important. It's not a skull crusher. It's not a tricep extension. It needs to be a JM press. If you're watching these from that angle, it may look like I'm just bringing it down on my forehead, but I'm not. Watch how those chains on those bands swing. You won't see that with regular chain loaders. You'll see it when it's hanging from the bands. I'm bringing the bar down to, let's say, right about chin or mouth level, like an incline, with my elbows tucked pretty tight. And then once I get down, oh cramp, once I get down within about 6 inches or so of my face, then I let it rock back towards my forehead and extend out and press. Oh, cramps. Gotta love arthritis. Oh me. But it's key. It's not it's not an extension this way. It's not an elbows in front extension. It's not just an elbows out extension, although it can be, and I have clients do that. I've done that myself, doing them out this way. Make sure it's a JM press. Take it down like an incline to the chin, and then when you get close to your face, rock back just a little, not shoulder rotation, not like a skull crusher either. Take it, tuck down to that's about as low as you're going to get. Let it roll back and press. Roll back and press. That's the triceps, and that's that triceps going to blow up your press. Bench press, axle press, log press, Viking press, and dumbbell press is that movement right there. But you need the roll back at the right time. Oh me. All right, guys, big session today, solid. Man, my entire presticles are just exhausted. My triceps are dead. Going down the list here on the board, I did everything except the Arnold presses. I really do need those, but I don't think I need them today. Bench press went solid. I hit everything that I thought I should be able to hit. Inclines, I'm definitely weak on the inclines. I got to get back to working the inclines. Although the inclines are pretty much, I don't have the triceps to get to it. So with all the tricep work that I did on bench press, I know that when it comes to inclines, that is a major factor. I don't have the triceps left to press an incline. That said, I should be able to press 2 plates. So I've got a lot of room to progress. The stability incline was great. The incline band press, the tempo work with the bands, those felt really good. Try those guys. 3, 4, 5, 6 second positive and negative. Feel every muscle working. It's a great thing to do for every muscle group at the end of every training session. It's a great way to assess if there's something messed up and not working right as well. The incline JM presses, great work, a lot of effort. Once again, I'm not putting up the numbers that I want to, but I'm not injured. My triceps were trashed by the time that I got there. Finished up with lats, a bunch of abs, and the back extensions. The back extensions absolutely are completely. See, the right side of my back, the one-legged work, the right side of my back is nice and pumped, but my right glute and right hamstring, they're just dead. So, I'm not for sure what all, if you've been watching my videos, I've been dealing with back pain and issues all down my right side and all through my back for over 2 years now. So, I know I've got a pinched nerve. I know my right leg is much smaller and weaker than my left leg. Is it only the pinched nerve? Have I learned basically through injury to mechanically move my body with my erectors, my mid back and low back, and that's why my back is getting exhausted. And my glutes and hamstrings are just kind of shut off and I'm not using them anymore. Not just because of the pinched nerve, but just because I've mechanically taught myself how to move in a different pattern. So if I can get back there on that one-legged stuff and continue to blast that one-legged stuff, man, my glute and hamstring and adductor, they're all still twitching and firing. If I can continue to build that, maybe build onto some sled dragging, sled walking to where I'm forcing myself to use that glute and hamstring more and to try to take that pressure off of my back when I'm just mechanically moving, then that could be a monumental, huge turning point back in, not just my strongman career, but my life. You watch me doing farmer's walk, I can barely walk with the empty implements. Watch me with the yoke, I can barely walk. And it's just mechanical. I don't think it's pure strength, it's just mechanical. So if I can turn the machine around and get it to working a little bit better, I don't know, you should understand absolutely how huge that is. So it's awesome to find an issue, to find a possible solution, and the only thing that I have to do is put in the work. That's huge. So right now I'm putting in the work to getting everything shut down. I am hot. The sun's starting to go down. Sky's turning a nice little purple. I'm going to get home, play with the kids outside for a little while, and eat lots of food, relax, watch the season finale of Chernobyl. Try to catch up on a few more episodes of Doom Patrol. My wife leaves Saturday again for another week with my business. So it's going to be me and the guys for another week, chilling at home, doing nothing but man stuff, which probably means I won't get much sleep as usual. So anyway, my plan is to see you guys on Sunday. So until then, see you Sunday, guys.